Here we are at step 4. I promised you a checklist so you can make sure that you haven't left anything out. To begin with, the basics. Make sure that on your title page you have said who is your proposal going to, who's it coming from, it's the name of your organization, what's it for, very brief description of the project, how much money are you asking for, and for what period of time. Now we come to the value, what we said was the heart of the proposal. Here is where you get to talk about the importance of the project. What is the problem or the need or the issue? What problem are you trying to solve? What is your solution? And then the success factors. Why will you succeed? Do you have prior experience, a dedicated staff, knowledgeable experts, and so on? And the outcomes. What will you have accomplished when the project is done? Who is going to benefit? And how will they benefit? Now you get into the details. The methodology. What will you be doing? Next, when will you be doing it? What's the project timeline? Who is going to be doing it? Your project staffing. Here's where you could put some brief biographies of key participants, or if they are longer biographies or additional ones, those can go in the appendix. And your project budget. How are you going to spend the money? You also want to talk about the sources of funding, not only now, but also in the future. So, is there other support that you're asking for from a partner? Are you asking for just partial funding in this proposal? And will there be follow-on funding needed? In other words, if it's a long project, will you need money for years 2 and years 3 of a long project? Where are you going to get it from? And reports. Offer to provide progress reports if this is a very long project, and for sure, offer to provide a final report. This is so important because you need to maintain a good relationship with the funder. After all, you may want to go back to them in the future and ask them for funding for another project. Lastly, additional materials. These are the things that go in your appendix, such as a more complete history or description of your organization. Here's where you could put the website address for your organization, longer biographies of key participants, recommendations from experts, maybe some photos or illustrations or maps, and anything else that would help to explain and support your project. It may be, for example, that the funding organization wants to see complete financial results for your organization. Those could go here. Okay, that's the checklist. Take a look, make sure that you have included all of this information in your proposal, or if the funding organization has its own format, see where you can provide this kind of information so they have everything they need to know about your project. When we come back, we'll come back for the final step, step 5, and we'll talk about submitting your proposal.